If you're new to the channel, remember to subscribe, like, and leave a comment for a chance to win the We Came as Romans self-titled vinyl. Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Michael, aka Rickshaw, and welcome to Worship and Tribute Nerd. Today we have a very special episode. We're out in a van down by the river once again. We've got We Came as Romans here, and introduce yourselves, guys.
Hi, what's up? I'm Andy. I play bass in We Came as Romans.
I'm Dave. I do vocals.
And we actually met a long time ago because we've toured together, and it was a grand old time.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
It was obviously a long time ago, though.
In Europe.
Yeah. It's like, it's almost to the point where it's like long enough to where I'm like, did that really happen? Like, do I know those guys?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
You know, it's been that
2012.
But you know what? You're both here and you're both handsome as ever. So.
Oh, thank you. You too.
Well.
Yeah, I'm throwing the compliment right back.
You know, I don't get that much over here, you know, with this fucking busted chud face. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you look great. You got your neck tattooed, your hands tattooed. You're good to go.
Yeah, it's my nerd camo. You know what I'm saying? It's like, watch out, I'm heavy. Look, and it's just not my gut. It's my mentality. Anyways, how's the tour going, guys?
Dude, it's been cool. We're out with Motionless in White. And it's a very different fan base for us.
Right.
Compared to our normal shows, our normal fan base.
It's October, too, you know?
Dude, our treat tour. So that's cool. It's always nice when you get to play in front of new people.
I mean, like, if you're on tour with Motionless White, it's October and you're not painted up at every show, you know, like...
Actually, got a spray tan on this tour.
Oh, really?
Todd and I, our merch
this
guy.
Tour. Every tour.
Yeah, every tour. We got a spray tan one time, and then it was awesome.
That sounds fucking awesome.
It was sweet.
How did you enjoy it?
We should keep getting these. And then we got one like the second day of this tour. We realized Motionless in White is always painted white. We're like, well, guess we're going for the opposite band kind of look here.
Well, how about when you asked Justin from Motionless in White to go and get a spray tan with you, and he was like, that is so counteractive to what we're trying to do. He's like, dude, I put white makeup on every day, and you want me to get a spray tan?
Yeah, I did ask him. It was a bad move. Not a good look for me.
He just told me it gets old being asked the question, but you know, I knew Kyle and he's a fucking great guy, and that's as far as I'm gonna go. I'm sure it's rough for you guys, you know, being in a band and him being one of your good friends, and like when I toured with that guy, the funny thing is the one thing I like to tell everybody when it's ever brought up is like, when I first met that guy, I thought to myself, I'm not sure if I like this guy. He kind of gets on my nerves. And then by the end of the tour, he would be like, hey, you want to go with me to the bar? And I would be like, fuck yes, I want to go with you to the bar. So that's all I could say about Kyle to sum up my time knowing him. So
that sounds like my whole time knowing him.
Yeah.
He gets on my nerves, but we go to the bar.
Right. Yeah. But anyways, let's get into the nerdy stuff now. You know, we here at Worship and Tribute Nerd, we like to dig deep and find out what kind of nerdy shit that you might be ashamed of whenever talking to your parents or your good friends. I specifically collect action figures, so a lot of my friends are like,
"That's sweet.
What the fuck do you spend all your money on?" And I'm like, "Action figures, bitch." So, if there's anything, let's start over here. What are you nerdy about? Tell me about it.
Sorry, this cat is... So everyone knows, the reason the camera was rocking earlier is because we picked up a guest here in Louisiana. So this is Rex, and yep.
She's
we named her Rex because
she's fucking
Kyle
adorable.
would always go, "Oh, shut up, Rex."
Yeah.
And Kyle liked cats. So we
That's
found
the
this
reason
cat
the
in the
camera's
woods
rocking.
behind our hotel. And she was really shy at first and adorable and cuddly.
Yeah.
And now she's just turned into this cocky, I'm going to attack everything
She's
that moves.
jumping from the third
kinda
bunk
cat.
down. She's
I think that's part
just
of the
so
cat
you know
thing,
why
you know?
the camera's rocking.
Yeah, so if you see the camera rocking,
But-
it's the cat attacking
So
the
back to
wires.
nerdy stuff.
Right. No, I mean, nerding out about cats is definitely,
pretty cool.
you know, we're open to that on this channel. You know, we talk about if you're a dog person or a cat person. I'm down. I'm gonna fucking air it. Just saying,
dude. Well, Andy, I have 2 dogs, but Andy just adopted a dog too.
Yeah, I got a German Shepherd.
Yeah,
a full-blooded, like war machine German Shepherd.
Found it in a warehouse.
On accident. Yeah, there was a.
How much does that dog love you?
Oh, she loves me.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
Yeah,
I'm bummed because I'm gone right now. My girlfriend, her and my girlfriend have like power struggle right now because I'm usually the one's like, you know, trading her for the most part, like because I'm home and I'm just
right,
like, looking up YouTube videos how to train dogs, and she's.
I feel like a dog's mentality overall is like, if they were a little bit smarter, you would go to work and the dog would just get on the computer and start Googling pictures of the owner.
I wish.
It's just like, I miss that guy so much. Like, where's he at? And then the dog's like researching when you might be off of work.
Do you know what
It's
I
like, I've
read,
never
man?
learned when they get off work, but I'm going to research it.
I read that like when a dog's dreaming and they're kicking around and flailing, that actually they're dreaming about their owner.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I heard that.
They're constantly
Yeah.
I
thinking
never heard
about
that.
their owner.
Yeah, I've read that their most excited dreams are like them like having the most adorable time with their
That's
owner.
sweet. I
Dude,
wish my
I,
dog was doing research on like how can I be better? How can I
Yeah.
how can I
Yeah.
improve myself
No, like,
to the household?
you see
How
the-
can I will get the mail and not bark at that man.
Yeah, the Google search is like how to be a better pet
Dude,
to
that would
your
be,
owner.
That's what I thought you said at first. They're Googling like how can I help him out and her out?
Right.
I
Man,
will pay
I-
rent.
I rescued my 2, and I mean I didn't personally rescue them. I'm not going
Right.
to take that upon
Right,
myself,
no.
but I went to some foundations and adopted these 2 dogs. And the one, she likes to kill everything. As crazy as that sounds,
Remy.
it's like true. She in the last month, she was staying at my mother-in-law's place, and they have chickens.
Mhm.
And she was just waiting on the side of the fence for the chickens to fly over the fence. And they fly over the fence, and the dog would be like, "Ooh, chicken!" and go and catch the chicken. So she's killed 2 chickens. She caught a groundhog in my backyard
Yeah.
that she was carrying around in her mouth for a minute. Groundhog was still alive. Somehow got away. My other dog that is kind of like a pit bull, and she's super jacked, 2 inches off the ground, 40 pounds, 0.5% body fat. She puts it in a headlock,
Yeah.
tackles it to the ground, tumbles with it. And then she also killed a kind of dead bird that was trying to fly away. So yeah, she's a
She
psychopath.
killed a kind of dead bird.
Yeah.
You want to say the statement again? Or
I mean, hey,
the bird was trying to fly away, and she caught it, and
okay,
she
that's fair.
just wants to kill everything, I guess. But
as long as it's the dog before the daughter, or the son, the first
Yeah.
daughter or son, you know what I mean? Like, I'd hate to be telling the story about how they were murdering small animals, or
Yeah, that's when you know. Oh,
yes,
shit.
yes.
which I'm into horror movies, but I seen this movie where like the son grew up to be a murderer, and that was the scariest fucking movie I've
Okay.
ever seen.
So I didn't see the new Halloween up until I saw like the last half bit the other night,
Right.
and I remember seeing like the original one like back in the day. I had to like catch up on half the story over that, but I'm pretty sure he was like killing animals at first, right?
Yes,
and
he
then
was.
and then it evolved from there.
Yeah, he definitely was like murdering a bunch of small animals and then like hiding it from anyone, and then like maybe keeping some of the animals' bodies and stuff like that.
Bones.
So, right.
Something.
I like how this took a left
It
turn
did,
about. It
definitely,
was like
yeah.
about
So my
doggies.
dog
Yeah,
is a
dog's really cute.
psychopathic
Hey,
killer.
If your kids start,
Yeah.
if
Right.
your kids get into some
Well,
shit,
Yeah.
maybe that's on me.
Right. You could look up someone, like look at their search bar in their podcast, and it's
Yeah.
like doggies or murderers.
yeah, I wonder what the caption for this one's gonna be. It's like, what do you nerd on? Dogs and serial killers. Yeah,
I like dogs that kill things.
Yeah, my dog's crazy. Let me tell you.
What?
Yeah.
What a cute little kitten.
So yeah, we got a we rescued a cat in here. Got a dog. These aren't really things I nerd out about, but things that are not responsibilities. If this show was called Responsibilities, dog would be like up there.
Right. Welcome to Responsibilities, Nerd.
But as far as things I nerd out on, it's like graphic design. I
Right.
really like Zelda, the game, like any of the games, obviously. Dave actually just got Link's Awakening.
Yeah, man. I was into Zelda when I was younger.
Right.
And
what's your favorite Zelda game?
I mean, recently I fell back in love with it, and I feel like I have more of appreciation of it than ever now that I'm older.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, the newest Zelda for Switch, I always get it wrong.
Breath of the Wild.
Yeah. I always call it Breath of the Wind, and everyone's
yeah,
Dave, you're an idiot.
That's a remake of a GameCube game, right?
That's what I'm saying. Like I kind of blanked out on it for a while.
Oh, that's Wind Waker. Yeah, okay,
Wind Waker.
My bad.
So
yeah.
you should really talk to Andy about the details of this. But that Zelda game is my favorite video game that's come out in a long time.
Okay.
Just in general.
Yeah, I've heard about it.
That game was insane, dude.
Yeah, I've heard about it. My old roommate played it, but I was just like into something else at the time. You know, whenever like 2 games come out and you're like, which one do I pick? Fuck.
Oh yeah.
Dude.
But anyways,
Breath of the Wild was
Breath of the Wild was the first one on Switch, and then Doom after that.
Yeah, dude, we were playing sick. Doom hardcore because the music is the heaviest shit ever.
Right.
Yeah, it's drummer periphery,
you're just
and then
killing everything in front of you, and it's just kind of mindless, just.
And it's like super brutal, right?
Yeah, and you're punching in aliens' heads with your thumbs through their eyes and stuff, and then you jump down from a tower and stomp their head inside out, and it's kind of cool. It's fun to go from video games where you got to really think and plan it out like Zelda to games where you can just destroy everything.
Mine's Ocarina of Time. I mean,
Ocarina was like fucking world changing.
It's just like one of those staple classics where I still remember how to beat it. Todd got it for 3DS, and he's like, our merch guy Todd got it for 3DS, and he's like, oh, how do you do this part? And I'm like, I'll pick it up and be like, oh yeah, you just do this, and I'm like, holy shit, dude. You know, X amount of years later, I still know how to beat it. Majora's Mask is cool, definitely on the more tricky side of things. Really liked Wind Waker. Wind Waker was really good. Skyward Sword, I wasn't a huge fan of, but Twilight Princess was really, really cool as well. Some parts of it were a little boring, but Breath of the Wild was definitely up there, as in they switched up the whole formula. Link could jump for the first time. And I remember watching the reaction videos of when they first were showing the gameplay, and he jumped, and everyone's like, oh, everyone freaked out.
Right.
So I'm pretty stoked for the Link's Awakening new one. The remake or whatever. So
I was really into the Super Nintendo one, Link to the Past.
Oh yeah.
Did you ever play that one?
That's the new one that just came out, right? Like the remake or what?
Oh, didn't you say that was Wind Waker? I don't know what they did recently.
Yeah, no, Link's Awakening.
Yeah, I just bought this today.
Sorry.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm not sure if it's a remake or it's the same
Dude, when you came up, I was
of
playing it for maybe 20 minutes, just getting into it, but there's a lot of nostalgia in there.
Yeah. Dude,
I fell out of Zelda for a minute after I beat the last one, the Breath of the Wild, but apparently this one is awesome. So
tight. I'm gonna play it. The game that I've been stuck on is that Sekiro game. Have you ever heard about that? Do you play Dark Souls games at all?
Oh, I played one of them. I remember it being really hard.
Yeah. It's just the most punishing, old school. If you don't press continue, then you're fucked. You know, kind of they start you you could get so far, but if you don't beat the guy you're about to boss battle, you're lost for some hours. You know what I mean? You're like, oh fuck, I have to go back and fucking, milk the cow again or whatever.
It's intense. Yeah.
What about you? What's up nerdy in your life? What are you into?
I don't know, man. For nerdy stuff, I mean, I really nerd out. It's probably not a nerdy thing to nerd out about, but I love hockey. You could nerd out over anything, you know what I mean? If you're a grown-ass man and you're genuinely upset by the outcome of something that you are watching, you're nerding over it. Oh, absolutely. And beyond watching it, I mean, I've been playing it my whole life. My dad strapped skates to me when I was 4 years old.
Yeah.
And took me out to the pond, taught me how to skate, and I was enrolled in a league the next year, and I've played my whole life, and my whole life I wanted to be a pro hockey player till about my junior year of high school, when I was like, probably not good enough. And it kind of hit me, and I wound up switching my focus to music, which is, something I wanted to do when I was a kid too for a long time.
Right.
But I mean, hockey's still there for me. It's become a hobby. Obviously, I don't get paid to play hockey.
Yeah.
But
I mean, you know,
I wish I did.
Keep at it. You
Fuck.
know, it could be your other job. You know what I'm saying? You know.
no, it's cool. I mean, I play hockey twice a week, and
Were you into the Mighty Ducks when you were a kid?
dude, those are my favorite movies.
Yeah, those are sweet.
I know.
remember
I
watching
can,
those movies.
dude. I know all the one-liners in them. I know. I
You say
love those
like
movies.
I'm Gordon Bombay. I'm from Minneapolis, Minnesota, and they're all like, "Looks like you're a coach."
My wife, her whole family's from Medellin, Colombia,
Mm.
and so growing up, she didn't really get to see a lot of the classics that we got to see, you know, and the United States and stuff. So one day I was like, yeah, you know, the Mighty Ducks, because my brother-in-law was like messing with her, knowing this, and he goes, oh, he's like, did you hear about that lawyer that like got a DUI and he got sentenced to community service and he coached that team and they wound up winning the national championship? And she's like, what? No, I didn't hear about that. And he's like, yeah, it was pretty crazy. And I'm like laughing my ass off. And I'm like, you've never seen Mighty Ducks? And she's like, no, I never seen them. So we took a weekend.
Yeah.
We watched all three.
Yeah.
Because they're my favorite movies ever. And you know.
Took you a
she
weekend
should
to watch
know
all
about
three?
that. Yeah, we're busy.
Like, knock 'em
Sleep
down.
schedule.
Well,
I
we
see
watched
one.
the first one all day Saturday. Second
After they
one.
saw that first one,
Just
they're
kidding.
like, okay. Like, second, they're like, oh, well, I like Goldberg, and then
Let me tell you, man, it was hard to keep her attention. I was like,
That's fair.
come on. After this one, we'll get pizza, and then.
I've always found it like it seemed genuinely insulting whenever one of the characters was like, "Your mom's a cake eater," and you're like,
cake
"What
eater.
the fuck did he just say?"
Dude, I'm still
upset by this.
I'm not gonna lie, man.
This
On the
is
ice,
not
when I
cool.
play, I still chirp guys with cake eater.
Yeah,
I'm like, you're a
That's
cake
sick.
eater, bro.
Well, Goons
And they
is
just
in the
kind of
movie,
laugh
too.
then, but
Yeah,
you know,
Goons was sick.
Good. I didn't see the second one, but the first one was
Second
I
one's
thought was
sick,
really
too.
good.
dude.
What about Letterkenny?
all of them?
You watch
Yes.
Letterkenny?
Yes.
I mean, they're big hockey fans in that
the
show
hockey
too.
scenes are the funniest scenes, in my opinion. They're so funny. I love that show.
Shout out Canada. So, so you got any tour stories or anything for me? We've had this theme lately going of like the kids that let you stay at their house and weird shit goes down, like from the beginning of touring.
We haven't really
So-
stayed. I mean,
How about the Keystone Lighthouse?
Keystone Lighthouse?
That house
cool.
was rad.
There was a party house.
They wallpapered the whole basement in
Keystone.
empty Keystone light cans.
Yeah.
Tight.
No, it was the boxes. Keystone Light, like the.
Oh, sorry,
headboard
yeah, the boxes.
tops. And then they had like a whole like beer pong setup where like they had like it was like a tube with all the beer pongs in it, and then they go like this, and a ball would dispense, and then play beer pong. It was like it was like a bar like party house.
I don't really have too many
The
horror
Keystone.
stories. I have a really good story.
Good stories.
Dude,
Yeah.
how about the story we met Piss,
Oh yeah.
our buddy Piss?
Okay, so,
So we
the guy's
give-
name is Piss.
we
Well, his
give-
name's Chris, but we gave him the nickname
Your
Piss.
alter
Right.
ego is like
Not because he's peed
Yeah.
or anything. I mean, I'm sure
Chris
he
is
pees, but
pissed.
he
When
hasn't
he's
peed
drunk,
on
he's
anything.
pissed. Dave, when he gets drunk, he turns into Gabe.
Right.
Andy turns into Randy or Randall or Randall Butjaw.
I've always been Hank because
Oh,
Yeah,
Hank.
like our
Oh,
lighting
you have
director, his name's Corbin, but we call
Yeah.
him Gordon.
Gordon, yeah.
yeah. That's
So our friend Piss, we first met him a long time ago. We were touring in a van. We couldn't afford our own oil changes, so I had to get under the van, drain the oil out, and like do the whole change myself. Sucked, but I did.
you do what you gotta do.
He winds up being like, "Yo, you guys need a place to stay while I'm outside changing the oil." I'm like, "Yeah, that'd be awesome, dude." And he's like, "Yeah, you know, come over, man. Like it's cool. Like we got a dock and stuff." And I'm like, "Oh, you guys are on a lake?" He's like, "Yeah." So like, you got like a boat? He's like, "Yeah, just come over."
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So we show up and it's like gated community, huge house on the lake, boat,
Jet skis.
2 jet skis,
Damn.
pontoon boat, a
Pool.
bar downstairs, whirlpool,
A swim-up pool.
And we're like,
Dude, it was the
why are you
coolest
so
day
modest
ever.
about this, dude? He's just like, yeah, man, I got a
Okay.
dock.
You know when you're first
Oh,
starting
yeah?
off in the band and you have to
Right.
do like the video updates, you have like the flip cam or something
Yeah.
back in the day? We like made a whole MTV one where we're like, dude, like this is a
Yeah.
normal day for us. And it clearly wasn't. It's
Yeah.
like there's a once in a lifetime opportunity.
Yeah.
You know? It's like
I remember when we were on tour together, you guys made a video while we were on that tour.
The music video.
Yeah, the music video.
Yeah.
What band was it that you did the song for?
It was Shinedown.
We did a Shinedown song, yeah.
Dude, Andy and I have always been about like just. I mean, Andy's the funniest dude I know, so I always film him doing funny shit.
Appreciate that.
And then he helps me edit it, and it's just I don't know. It's been a little funny thing we've done in the past.
Right.
And,
No, it was awesome. I remember being a part of the fake crowd for that video. So,
dude, we did like a whole like
Is that-
start of like picking up like
band
you're
members.
like I think I'm gonna be in a band, and then all of a sudden you're in Europe and you have a bus. You have the whole nine.
record label shows
Yeah.
up, punch the label AR in the
record
face.
label shows up, gives you like a huge deal. And you're like, no, fuck that. Like,
Is that video still
Oh, it's
available
still
to
up,
watch
yeah.
somewhere?
I think it's online. I think
Really?
so.
Dude, we
should promote that.
We should.
Yeah.
You should send me the
Dude,
link,
we had the-
and then
Yes.
I'll put it in this video.
Because that video is hilarious.
We did the what is it called, like production value, where the bus driver was washing our bus at the time.
Yeah.
We're on tour, and like the mist was spraying, and
Yeah.
Kyle's got my bass, and he's like playing, and the mist is like
Our
washing
driver's
over
looking at him like,
and
what
our
an
driver's
idiot.
Like, my driver's like, get out of the way. Like he's like, no man, I love
filming
it.
a movie, man.
Yeah.
That was good. I really enjoyed that. And
Yeah.
and you know, like what I feel like I was one of those lazy people that like once I started touring, I was like, I made it. I made it. I
done.
don't have to do anything else. And
You're
then-
on out. It's
Yeah.
good.
and then 10 years later, I'm like, I need to start something else that's a fucking podcast or whatever. In the meantime, you guys have been filming videos the whole time, making fun of Shinedown and fucking getting
Oh
that
no,
views.
I genuinely love Shinedown. I just that song is like the epitome of like, we got this, we're going, and I was like, this is perfect. So I had to play it.
Right.
But I know exactly what you mean. You're like, it's good. Like, we got this, we're set. It's like,
Man,
no,
it's-
the work never stops.
So often on tour, I mean, it's so much of the what I say is the hurry up and wait. Work your ass off, do this.
It's
And
never
then
over.
you have 3 hours of downtime. And
Right.
you're like, I don't know what to do before my next work thing I have to do.
Right.
So that's when you get creative and you make your own movies or
Oh, yeah.
whatever the hell else you want to do. But
And dude, a lot of it's just boredom too. Like you, like half it's like, all right, like it's like a lot of hurry up and wait. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
That's exactly
I
what
mean,
it
you
is.
know, obviously.
Yeah.
it's much hurry up and wait.
You're like, oh man, we better get there by 10 a.m. This
Yeah.
guy's strict. And then you get there and they're like, you're playing at midnight.
Yeah.
You get there at 10, your loading's
Well-
at noon, your sound check's at 4.
The funny thing
Doors
is,
are
though,
at 6 and you play at midnight.
the funny thing is though, is I always would be like, so much time to kill. Like, what do I do? And now I'm like, as I'm getting older, I'm like, there's not enough time to do half the shit I want to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, granted,
Yeah.
that when you get older, there's like different stuff you have to do. You're like, all right, I gotta make sure I get on my meals in. You know what I mean? Like, so I keep my buzz going. You know, like, I'm kidding, but you know what I mean? It's like you have a whole day planned out. You know, call the girlfriend or wife, or you know, do this
Yeah.
or that, or interview, or I have to set up whatever. And I don't know, it's just different because back then I feel like I had so much time to kill, and like.
Yeah.
Days I would like go explore, do stuff like I mean I still do, but like back then I would either go like all out or I would just be on my bus on the phone or in the van on the phone, like. And now it's like there's no time to.
Dude, I mean,
Yeah.
nerding out. I mean, that's what Andy and I do all the time when we travel nationally. I mean, I'll stake out some spots to go,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I'll be like, okay, dude, between 12 and 4, we can go here.
Yeah.
And Andy and I were like, let's fucking go. We
We'll
bring our
map out
wallets,
trains and
buy some
stuff like
train
that.
tickets or whatever. We go and like rapid fire sightsee. We're like, cool, Coliseum.
It's mainly in
Cool.
Europe. I mean, you
Yeah.
know, it's like mainly Europe, Japan kind of stuff where you're like,
Yeah.
hey, like I'm gonna go see the stuff that. I mean, in America, we've all done it so many times. It's like we haven't seen
You're
like.
like, yeah, I'm in Cleveland. I get it.
Alamo or or like the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
In
It's like,
America,
yeah.
we've kind of
Right.
done it, but yeah, in Europe or South America or
Japan.
Yeah,
and
like when you're
wherever.
overseas though, you're like, okay, so the bus is gonna get there 8 a.m. If
Oh,
we
yeah.
leave by 9,
9.
we could hike
All of it.
15 miles to go to this fucking
Yeah.
awesome place that
I
everyone
actually
dreams about.
did that in Europe one time.
Yeah.
I convinced our driver to show up to a train station at 7 in the
Excuse me.
morning. I jumped on a train in Switzerland,
Excuse
took it to the Swiss Alps, went snowboarding till about 4, and then jumped back on the train, made it back just in time for showtime.
Nice.
Literally jumped off the train, ran, grabbed my in-ears, played the show. Best day of my life, though. I mean, how does you
Cool.
top that, dude?
That's sick.
Snowboard all day in the Swiss Alps, play a show. That's like,
That
was
is
cool.
super sick. Yeah.
that's as good as it gets.
If you really want to know, I can sum up all my nerding things in like less than 2 minutes.
Right.
Graphic design. I use Photoshop. I got an XP Pen Pro 10. It's like an S1, and then I have the Expression 22-inch. It's great. I love them both. The 10 is portable. It's great. I keep it on me with the road. I was doing designs on that desk earlier today. It's awesome. Do a bunch of different graphic designs for a bunch of different bands. Our band, Memphis Mayfire, Nothing More, Breaking Benjamin, 3 Days Grace. Like, doing it for a while.
He does all of our designs.
all of
Tight.
our designs, and then
Well, if you want to do a Worship and Tribute nerd design,
dude,
I'm
I'm
down.
100% down.
Nice.
And then love using that tablet. Love using Photoshop. I do a lot of stuff with True Grit, which is a great company, which gives me like really great textures and stuff like that. And they have a lot of great like actions where you can like make your stuff look like old and rustic and whatnot. Zelda's great. As far as bass, Ernie Ball is the
Yeah.
way to go
Yeah.
with everything. And that's all the nerd stuff I got. That's the capacity. of what I
All right.
have.
I like it. He's a
Oh,
man that
and
knows.
White Claw.
White
And
Yep.
and any kind of tequila.
Nice,
Besides
nice.
singing and hockey, I mean, I like remodeling houses. So I do when I'm at home. I got a bunch of saws and cool tools I nerd out over pretty hard.
Sick.
Follow a bunch of like carpentry Instagrams. I got a boat.
He does.
Love boats. Love fixing my boat.
That's
My
pretty sick.
boat's really old, so I just have to constantly fix it. But that's kind of part of the hobby.
Right.
And that pretty much sums up my life.
What do you nerd out on?
Yeah. What do you
Me
nerd on?
personally?
We're gonna
Yes.
turn the interview.
Do
Yeah.
it. I
We're
don't-
interviewing you now.
Okay.
Me?
listen.
Me personally, I fucking nerd on everything, man.
Say it.
I fucking honestly like whenever I'm not fucking grinding on like keeping my girlfriend happy and running a YouTube and going to work and trying to
I was
get
gonna say, that's
promoted,
full right there.
trying to get promoted. I have very little time, and since it's October, I have been fucking grinding on horror movies in all of my
Okay.
free time.
That's
So
cool.
what's good horror movies for us to watch though? 'Cause Halloween is coming up, and I purposely didn't go. I know it's not a horror movie. I didn't see the Joker because my girlfriend doesn't really watch movies, but she was like, I want to see that one.
Right.
But I need a couple Halloween ones to lead up to that
Okay,
one. So
so far, I'll just give you some good movies that I have watched that
Okay.
you should maybe catch up on. Okay, we have Nightmare on Elm Street Part 1, Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3, 4, 5, 6, Freddy's Dead. And we also have Wes Craven's New Nightmare. We have Halloween 1, Halloween 2. Halloween 3 is okay, but I don't know. You could skip it because if you like Michael Myers, he's not
That's
in
an
that
expert.
one.
Yeah.
Child's Play Part 1, Child's Play 2,
Do you
3.
watch horror movies?
But listen, if you're Halloween themed movies, let's
Yeah.
go with that. Trick or Treat
Oh,
is
it's
an
classic.
anthology.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
that's a good one.
Yes.
Oh, Ernest Scared Stupid.
Oh yeah, Miak.
Dude, oh my god. Then after I've watched that one, I have to watch all the Ernest. Ernest
Right.
goes to jail. Ernest has done a lot of shit in his life.
Right. Oh, I just bought this one yesterday. Hocus Pocus.
Oh, I just don't think I've seen that. I've seen like
Yeah.
That's a good one.
the middle of it, and then
It's one of
always
those movies you were like, as a kid, I was like, this is a stupid Disney movie, and I hate it, and it's it's for kids.
Then you watch it, and you're
And
like,
then now I'm
"That is so
36, and I'm
adult."
like,
that's kinda-
and I'm like,
Just fuck me up. I gotta go to
No
bed.
appreciation for it.
Need to lay down.
right. So yeah, I recommend
Sweet.
all of the ones I just said.
All right,
and
well,
I'm not even gonna give you any
awesome.
more.
I'm gonna actually watch some of those.
Hellraiser.
I have not seen that.
It's not a Halloween movie, but it's definitely a fucking awesome old
Really? It's
school
not a
horror.
Halloween
Solid.
movie?
No, it's
This
just
guy with all the
it's just about
right?
It's about demons from hell.
Oh, okay.
So. That is kind of Halloween theme.
That's
you know.
fair.
But anyways, I think we've been rolling for a while, so
Yeah.
you know we'll wrap it up. What do you guys do? Are you guys doing any touring after this or next year?
Yes,
But you don't know yet.
I mean, we're still confirming it, so we can't
Right,
announce it
right,
yet.
right. But they'll be on tour We Came as Romans. Check
Spring.
them out. Spring 2020.
That's
Yeah.
the year. I hope.
That's all we know. Spring
Yeah,
2020.
Right. All right. Well, it's been fun. Thank you guys for the interview. Oh, I have some gifts that I will.
Ooh.
I have some gifts that I will give you. They're right behind the camera, so
You're awesome.
Give them
Sweet.
to you.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us, dude.
So, next time, I'd love to catch up again. Or we don't have
Hell
to
yeah.
do a video, but I would love to come to the show because you guys
Yeah.
will fucking definitely.
This was a
rocking
super
it.
fun interview.
I'll have to
for
do
sure.
a round 2.
Hell yeah! All
Sorry,
right.
I'll watch those movies.
All right. Okay, everybody. If you like our videos, press the like button. Leave us a comment. Tell us what your favorite We Came as Romans song is. Anyways, subscribe and love your mothers just like I do. Hey. I don't know. That sounded weird, didn't it?
That's fine.
All right. Later, nerds.